Welcome to Subramani. Today I am following a completely different format. I am going to reply to questions which have been asked, and I have the questions coming on email or WhatsApp or largely email. So let me read out the questions and give you the answers. This is for retirement examples you have given for younger people. I want to know what is the solution available for 45 to 55-year-old who have not been able to plan in the past. Suggest some way to make corpus at this age group. Name is Sandeep. It is very rare that you reach the age of 45 or 50 and you have not invested anything at all for retirement. You may not have made any provision saying this is for retirement, but you would have some investment, some saving. It is almost impossible to have reached that stage unless you have spent everything on some medical emergency or something like that and exhausted it. Now, if you have got up at 45 or at 50 or at 55, first of all, take heart. There is still scope for you. From 45 to 60, you have 15 years in which to invest. Yes, you have to invest very, very aggressively. You have to be very careful that you can't afford to lose money. You have to be careful that you don't prioritize others over you. Because you're starting so late, it doesn't mean that you can still afford children's education and all. You can't. You can either provide for this or you can provide for that. The other way to look at it is, if you're earning very well, then you can reduce your standard of living. The other thing one more thing which you can do is postpone your retirement age. I mean, I'm assuming it is optional that you retire a little later. Maybe you retire at 65 instead of 58. So you got 20 years in which to invest. Or if you have a job which will not let you postpone, then look for another job, maybe at the age of 57 or 58, which will last for another 10-12 years. So maybe till 70 if you can pull. What all this does is, from 45 to 70, that is straight 25 years, it allows you to compound your money. And it also means you will not touch your retirement income or the corpus creation till the age of 70. So at 70, you will start living on the interest that you have accumulated on your principal. You will put it into senior citizen savings scheme, Pradhan Mantri Yojana and all those things. And therefore from that you will get some income, assuming that you are able to put away, say, 60-70 lakhs in all the schemes put together, actually 60 lakhs for you and your wife. On that you will get about 5 lakhs of annual income with which you will have to learn to live. And there will be not much of tax considerations, etc. So these are the things which you can do. Remember, it is never too early nor never too late for your retirement planning. So don't think, oh, सब हो गया, कुछ नहीं हुआ, आपके पास अभी बहुत time है. Thank you. Mr. Pradeep wants to know that he is 65, his wife is 63, and they have fully invested in PMVY and SCSS, that is Pradhan Mantri Varishta Bima Yojana and Senior Citizen Savings Scheme. And they are getting about 40,000 per month, and we are middle class family, no EMI, no rent, and we have another 10-15 lakhs of we have 10 lakhs of health insurance and own residential accommodation. And is this sufficient for another 10 to 15 years? Now he's got 60 lakhs invested, and he has not spoken about any other investment. 60 lakhs over 15-20 years is really tight, assuming, because what will happen is, after a few years you will start withdrawing from your capital. Right now you're getting 5 lakhs. I'm assuming you were not paying any tax because you have split it between husband and wife. So luckily there is no taxation involved. And I'm assuming going forward again there will be no taxation involved. However, inflation is going to be a spoil sport. So after a few years, maybe after 5 years, you will start withdrawing from your capital. Now, how much you withdraw, how fast you withdraw, that is something which is going to depend on the inflation rate. the amount of money that you spend generally, I mean, if you take a vacation, don't take a vacation, depending on all that, if there is any illness and which is not covered by insurance, right? So if you have to employ a maid to look after yourself or your wife or something like that, so those kind of expenses are not covered by medical insurance. So those things will mean you will dip into your capital. So if you ask me, it is very tight. You have not said about any indexed pension or rent or anything. So your interest is not inflation adjusted. So you will get the same amount of interest, or at worst going down. You have to live on that, and you have to, which means what you can do now is, if you have got any surplus, put it into some equity scheme. Hopefully after 10 years you will be able to withdraw from that equity scheme and supplement your income. So right now put into a index fund, growth option, and let the money be there for another 10-12 years, and after that when you need, you can remove that, and that will give you a protection against inflation. Withdrawing from the capital may be okay only at the age of 80 for you, because your wife is 2 years younger. She will be 78. There's a decent chance that she lives till 90, 92. At that stage, let her finish the capital. I mean, if both of you are there, so don't touch your capital till the age of 80. Try to live on income. Reduce your standard of living if possible. Thank you. Subra, I have a question relating to options to park my funds post-retirement. This is from Mr. Neeraj. All retirement related posts and books I have read make the point that a realistic inflation figure should be about 8%. However, almost all investment options listed for retirement, like short-term debt funds, PPF, SCSS, POMIS, Pradhan Mantri PMVY, VVY, offer a post-tax return of less than 8%. So it is a given fact that post-retirement will we all be forced to eat into our savings, and we may not be able to get inflation-beating returns, even if we want to, and if we want to be safe and be passive. Laddering and all is good, but many retired friends may not understand and may not be in a position to manage a concept such as laddering. They will want to opt for something simpler. What do you think is the solution? Well, if inflation is 8%, good chance that all your government schemes will give you 8% return. Currently, I think the government is believing that the inflation is about 6.5-7%. So they are giving you 7% in the National Savings Certificate, PPF, etc. And that's what you can get in these safe, secure government schemes. Maybe you stand a chance if you put money into, say, Mahindra Finance or things like that, where you may get 8.5. Maybe HDFC will give you 8.5, HDFC Limited. But getting beyond 8% is difficult, but hopefully inflation could be lower. Second, since you have invested all fully in PMVVY and SCSS, etc., what I suggest is, if you have extra income, start putting that money into equity, so that after some years you will be able to withdraw. Since you have not given your age, I do not know, assuming you're young, assuming you're just 60, let us say you're able to put away 5,000 rupees per month into an index fund for the next 10-12 years. So at the age of 72 or 73, maybe a year in which the markets are doing well, you can remove that and put it into some more other yojanas from which to withdraw. Or if you are a little more confident, you can just stop putting and start withdrawing. You have been putting 5,000 per month from the age of 60 till the age of 72. Now start withdrawing 5,000 per month. That will still work at least for the next 15 years, 17 years, and that could be your life expectancy. You need to have some protection against inflation, and that can come only in the form of equity. So if you're younger, if you're say 45, I think I would have suggested you start putting money into equity, maybe 1,000 rupees a month, 2,000 rupees a month, 5,000 rupees a month, because we are talking of 10-15 years earlier. And just keep it as it is. Don't have to withdraw. So in your case also, some money should be in equity, and that you should plan to withdraw only beyond your age of 75. So then you also have time to let that money compound, and you can start withdrawing from that on a regular systematic withdrawal basis, like how you have saving through an SIP, which is a systematic investment plan. Here you could withdraw through a SWP. Thank you.